Yo, what's up guys? In today's video I have a bunch of Chicago Bulls news and updates. In today's video I'm going to be talking about some Lonzo Ball replacements and some free agents in this upcoming offseason. Also talking about how the Bulls plan to re-sign Coby White in this upcoming offseason. And later in today's video, Dalen was talking about how he does expect to have a big offseason. But nonetheless, before I jump into today's video, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Also leave a quick like below today's video. It takes a second and helps me out a lot. And leave some comments and questions below today's video about all the topics and updates I'm about to jump into. But nonetheless, let's just jump right into today's video, because obviously, let's just be short and simple. This whole Lonzo Ball situation with the Bulls and his whole contract with the Bulls has been a complete mess. And as the days and weeks and months keep going by, it honestly just keeps getting uglier and uglier. And as of right now, Shams did come out with an update on Lonzo Ball, I'd say early March, and he did report saying how Lonzo Ball is undergoing a third surgery on his left knee and how he's expected to miss most of, if not all of, the 2023-2024 season. And in my eyes, the Bulls need to upgrade the point guard position and add some three-point shooting in this upcoming offseason. Now, before I talk about some potential trade targets and free agent targets for the point guard position, leave some comments and questions below today's video who you guys want the Bulls to target, especially the point guard position in this upcoming offseason. Now, in my eyes, the Bulls are obviously very limited in salary cap and in trade assets. And if we're going to be real, the free agent point guards in this upcoming offseason aren't the best. Now, obviously, Kyrie Irving and Fred VanVleet are both free agents. I do believe both those names are way out of the Bulls' price range. Obviously, the Bulls have a bunch of free agent point guards. I'm going to talk about Coby White mainly later in today's video, but Pat Bev is a free agent. I wouldn't mind bringing him back, but at the end of the day, he's almost 35 years old. The Bulls need a younger point guard, I feel like. D'Lo's also a free agent. Russell Westbrook's a free agent. The Chicago Bulls were really interested in him on the buyout market. Dennis Schroeder, but he's also 30 years old. And then after those top targets, the names and just the quality of point guards really dip. And I'm not going to talk about any other free agent options. I could see the Bulls maybe upgrading the point guard position on the trade market, but who truly knows who's going to be available? So I do believe the best point guard option might already be on the Bulls roster. Like I did just say, Ayo Dosunmu's a free agent and Pat Bev. But in my eyes, if the Bulls want to upgrade this point guard position and add another or keep another young talent on this roster, it has to be re-signing Coby White. I feel like he's the best free agent for this Bulls team on the market, and he'll also probably be the best priced and obviously the youngest that's getting better season by season. So let's not waste any more time and talk about the whole Coby White situation, because I am 100% sold on Coby White. Now, Joe Cowley, Bulls insider for the Chicago Sun-Times, he did write this article talking about the Bulls offseason and obviously all their point guard free agents. And he did report saying that Coby White, he's obviously a restricted free agent in this upcoming offseason. So say another NBA team signs him to a contract, the Bulls will have 24 hours to match any deal he does get and bring him back. So say Coby White doesn't want to come back, but the Bulls do match his deal, there's always a slight possibility that the Bulls could also sign and trade him. But Joe Cowley did report saying that the Bulls will likely let the market set a price for him, but the Bulls are all in on matching any offer he does get on the market. Now, that is music to my ears. That makes me so happy to hear, because even though this season was, let's be real, a big disappointment, I feel like Coby White and his development was one of the main bright spots for this season. You could just see his confidence growing every game for this past season. He's also become a really well-rounded basketball player, and near the end of the season, Billy Donovan did call him a complete two-way player now. He has improved his ball handling, his defense, his passing, and just his decision-making all so much in just 1 year. Now, obviously, his scoring and shooting was never the concern, but I feel like he's also gotten better in those aspects of his game also. Coby White has just become an all-around and two-way player for the Chicago Bulls, and he was deadly coming off the Bulls bench. Now, if you look at his stats and numbers, they're pretty much all the same as last year, and if not, they've even gotten worse, but his play on the floor improved so much. He looked much more comfortable just playing the game the right way and just being the 3-and-D point guard that the Bulls needed for years now. In my eyes, if the Bulls don't bring him back, this offseason is an L. Now, at the end of the season, Coby White did say he loves Chicago and his teammates and the organization, but he does understand he's entering a new phase, the business side of basketball, as a restricted free agent. Now, he did say at the end of his press conference that his goal in the NBA is to be a starter, and he did say that will be part of his conversation for free agency. Like I just did say, the Bulls have to bring him back. It's a no shot. This Bulls team and front office just can't keep letting young, talented players walk or traded for little to nothing. I mean, look at Markkanen. The Bulls traded him essentially for Derrick Jones Jr. and a first-round draft pick, and he just won Most Improved Player. Just imagine Markkanen on this Bulls team. He would help the Bulls three-point shooting, the athleticism. He's also a solid defender. I know him and Vooch wouldn't be amazing together, but this Bulls team still finished with a top 5 defense. The Chicago Bulls simply just can't let Coby White walk for nothing. Now, the final topic in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Dalen Terry and his offseason plans and how he does expect to have a big offseason. Huge shout out to Joe Cowley again. He did write this article for the Chicago Sun-Times a few weeks back, and Dalen Terry talked about this season playing for the Bulls and not playing mainly, and he did promise that next year will be different for him. I just know I ain't going through this again. He did talk about not really playing his whole rookie season, and let me just say, I like Dalen Terry, and like AK did say at his end of season press conference, he does plan to bring all the Bulls free agents back. Say he does do that, this Bulls team pretty much runs this roster back with some three-point shooters. The Bulls are going to need their young guys, especially Dalen Terry. Hopefully they can bring back Coby White and Patrick Williams to take that next step. I like the Dalen Terry draft pick. It just sucks that he's kind of a project and he's not ready to play now. And in my eyes, if he could just work on his shooting and ball handling, I feel like he could be a really effective 3-and-D wing for the Bulls next year. Now, like I just did say a few minutes ago, Dalen Terry really didn't play this season, and that really bothered him. I do love to hear that. And after that, Dalen Terry did talk about his game and how he's not a perfect player or anything like that, and what he does plan to work on in this upcoming offseason. And he did say, I don't believe I'm the perfect player or anything like that. I feel like I've grown in a lot of different aspects, but in time, I have to play and get some reps just to see a little bit more. Shooting has always been the biggest area that people want me to grow in. I feel like I took some strides. If I keep making those strides, I feel like it will be one more thing with a checked box that they say I can't do. Just keep inching away at this summer and prove why I should be on the court. He also did talk about how he does plan to play in this upcoming offseason for the Chicago Bulls Summer League, which he did last year. I'm really excited to see him play this Summer League for the Bulls. I'll definitely keep you updated on that whole situation. But in my eyes, the Bulls have to bring back Coby White. The young guys have to take a big step forward next year for this team to be any better than they were this season. Definitely leave some comments and questions below today's video about all the topics I did talk about and break down. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I really do appreciate it. Have a good one.